Welcome to Vibes and Frequencies. I'm Nathan, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a very special message from ETs straight to your home. And it's that this Christmas, right now, is increasing ET contact. Right now, there's a huge wave of it coming through. This energy is reaching to a lot of people, and the purpose of this video is to simply express my experience of this energy and the ET contact that I've been experiencing lately. It's been much more. It's happening much more. There's a certain crispness and clarity to the contact experiences that I'm having, where there's a realness to them that is clearly more real than this. Now, I know that sounds a little bit odd, but if you're here in this video, I have a feeling you may understand what I mean. Obviously the title of this video, the information that would bring certain people to this, there's probably a lot of people that would probably not click this video. This is just, well, maybe that's my own thoughts and ego projecting that, maybe everybody would love this. I don't know. But the idea here is that after watching this video, you will be able to integrate this energy to understand a little bit better what's coming, what's already here, and how to receive it with a greater fullness that will help you to essentially resonate with much more magic in your life. Because this season right now is manifesting more and more ET contact possibilities. I'm going to explain to you exactly what this special energy is that's opening that door. Because this special energy that's opening that door, it's not just going to help increase ET contact. It's not just a door that enables our brothers and sisters from other dimensions to come and join us. It isn't just that door that's being opened. It's all doors that have to do with anything magical and anything powerful. So, welcome back to Vibes and Frequencies. That's exactly what I'm excited to be talking with you guys about in this video. So, who am I? To be honest, I know a lot of you guys here, you know me. Who am I? I'm just some random guy. I'm just going to put it down for you very real. I'm a real guy. I'm an average random guy out there in the world. Right now, it's Saturday night. I believe it's December 3rd today. I'm down in this river that's next to my house, holding this light, making this video. I have no purpose in this video. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm not trying to create anything. I really just want to share this energy with you guys because this is very real. It's happening in my life. And I know that a lot of you are not only going to be open to this, but it's going to be a great reflection. You might be like, wow, this is happening for me too. So that's all I have to say about myself. I'm just a normal person, living my life. And for some reason, I've attracted massive amounts of ET contact. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I still don't have the full picture or understanding of why I experience so much ET contact. There's this weird thing that happens where I know people who don't believe me about the ETs and they've never experienced it. And then we go on a camping trip together or something, and all of a sudden the ETs show up and they see the UFOs up in the sky and they're like, what the hell? To be perfectly honest, Nathan, I thought that you were kind of just imagining it, and now I'm seeing it. So there's something about me where wherever I go, I'm a normal, average guy. I really don't think that there's anything super special that I'm doing that's causing this. I think it's actually very simple. And the more that I've interacted with the ETs and experienced this energy, the more and more I begin to feel what it is that's so simple that's happening. Like maybe this story would manifest differently for different people. Maybe experiencing ETs and these kinds of things doesn't necessarily resonate with everybody as being something that they want to experience in their life. And so maybe their life path won't include it. But their life path is, I can see clearly now, including other things that are the same energy behind that manifestation of ET contact. So they are engaging with that energy the same way that I am. It's just taking a different form. It's taking a different story. It's taking a different formation, in a sense. So let's just get right into the meat of this video. Yes, the title is correct. This is really what I mean. This is why ET contact is going to be increasing this Christmas and this holiday. You may notice much more waves of UFOs in the sky. If you're someone who's seen UFOs, I know a lot of you have because I've been asking you in my recent ET contact videos. I've been making a lot of videos about this topic lately because it's happening so much in my life currently. So a lot of you, I've heard from you that you've seen these ships, you've seen these UFOs, you've had experiences in your meditation, dreams, astral traveling. Some of you I've seen in your comments have actually even met ETs physically in actual reality. This is incredible, guys. I just want to say I am so grateful to be here in this community with you people who know that this stuff is really true and are experiencing it also. That is so valuable to me. I cannot express enough how big of a gift you guys are in my life. Like, I love making videos, and maybe you think sometimes like, oh, Nathan's giving a gift of sharing some information in this video. The truth is that you're giving me a gift by being here and sharing space with me and being someone that I'm excited to express my life and experiences I'm going through with. So just thank you guys for that. Like, seriously, you're the ones who are giving me a gift. And I think some of you guys probably know what I mean by that and feel that too. So the ET contact is increasing. You're going to notice a lot more of it. If you haven't experienced ET contact yet, get ready. Over the span of this month here of December, you are going to notice a huge possibility increase to be able to slip between dimensional realities into different timeline versions of yourself. If you have experienced ET contact before, I have a very strong feeling that you're going to be experiencing it tenfold. Now, not only this, but these ET contact experiences, you can actually use these as momentum, almost like a jetpack, to launch yourself into alternative timelines, because the energy that's coming with it is profound. And that's the real essence of this video, the energy that's taking place. Why is it that ET contact is increasing this holiday season? There's a very real reason for this. Number one, the weather. Okay, I know this seems odd, but just bear with me. It's all going to connect in a second here. The weather. You guys have probably noticed a lot of people here are very sensitive to energy and feel things. You've probably noticed that around winter time, it's a little bit more normal. This isn't the case for everyone, but for the collective, there's a little bit more normalcy to feeling a little bit more tired, a little bit more like staying inside, a little bit more cozy feeling. There's a coziness that comes with this season. There's this feeling of going into your den, just like all the animals do, and just cuddling up in all your warmth, and you've got all your food, and you just exist. The weather, it presents itself in a way where it's like it's not shining the sun with the kind of light and energy that it normally does. And so we kind of withdraw into our caves a little bit, right? Now, here's the thing. Everything is connected. When you withdraw into your cave in reality, you're simultaneously expressing the energy that's simply manifesting as that physically. You're expressing the energy of withdrawing into yourself. You're withdrawing into yourself. Now, a lot of people experience what's called seasonal depression. That's what they call it, right? Now, in my personal opinion, I feel like I can say this because I struggled a lot with some pretty severe depression in the sense that it severely disrupted my ability to enjoy my life growing up and multiple phases, and having it at different times. And that was a big struggle for me. And I tried a lot of things to get through that honestly, they did not work for me at that time. It was just something I was going through. Now, here's what I've learned. That energy of depression, it exists a lot more at this time of the year for a lot of people. Now, again, they call this like seasonal depression. There's something about it that depresses people. Now, here's the truth about depression. Here's a alternative truth about depression. Not the truth, simply an alternative story that you could choose to relate to versus one that might not serve you as well. Depression is just us going inside of ourselves and coming out as a brand new person. You're giving yourself an opportunity to go within and heal in certain ways and emerge as the phoenix, as the butterfly, right? As the transformation. When we call it depression, we're labeling it and giving it negative connotations. We're giving it negative connotations saying that this is bad. We start resisting life. We start insisting that it be different. So what happens is our mind gets in the way. So we're not able to feel in that depression what our heart is really trying to do during this episode, right? So just an alternative definition and story for you if you want to relate to that more. If we stop getting our minds in the way and saying, I'm not supposed to feel this way, and you allow yourself to feel that way and you surrender to it, suddenly you can feel what your heart is really trying to do in that moment. It's transforming. You are transforming. So this is a huge season in general for transformation and going inward. Now, The negative side of this is that people experience the depression part of like, oh, I don't feel well. I feel so down. Everything stinks. I don't want to go out and do anything. And there's a positive side to this too. The person who chooses the positive side of this depression, this curling inward, the seasonal energy manifesting through you, the positive side of this is a very inherent coziness. There's a cozy feeling that comes with this emptiness and this hollow space that starts to make itself known within us. This coziness is a powerful, powerful energy because this coziness is the feeling of being taken care of by your world, taken care of by your universe. That's the cozy energy I'm talking about. When you walk into your home or wherever you live, I lived in a van for a long time, that's a home too. Whatever you've got, whatever your situation is, there's this appreciation that comes from it. Oh, it feels so good to be inside in my space, you know? Oh, it feels so good to just lay in bed and lay here for hours, all cuddled up, not doing anything. So this is the cozy energy. Now, when you radiate that energy, this attracts ETs, and it also attracts a lot of other magic we're going to hop into in a second here. Now, when you also curl inward to the depression aspect and you take it negatively, that also attracts ETs and attracts magical opportunities and synchronicity. The difference is that when your mind and your eyes are focused on staring at only negative things, then when all this positivity and magic floats around you, waving in your face, trying to get your attention, you don't notice it because you're staring at your story of what's happening. You're not actually hearing the magic and the possibility. That's the only difference. The magic and the possibility is happening right now, regardless. And this season, there is a massive amount of the collective that feels this energy of curling inward while simultaneously is focusing their mind on appreciation and gratitude and giving. 'Tis the season for giving. So there's a huge part of our collective that is both simultaneously curling inward, which is where the potential for magic and transformation exists. That's where it exists within us. So people are going inside of themselves right now into that magic. They're submerging themselves in it. They're bathing in their own magical opportunity and perspective transformation of all these different possibilities coming in. And simultaneously, they're focusing their minds. Now, I know a lot of people are having a hard time. I appreciate this. I'm talking about the average collective right now. And the collective energy is exactly why this is coming in. And that's what we're going to explain in a second, too. The majority are inside that energy within themselves while simultaneously focusing their mind not on all the negatives, but on the holiday season and the stories that our collective has trained us to say about it, that this is a season for giving. We're getting together with our families. We're sharing gifts, right? We're looking forward to our vacations. So there's the mind focused on positive aspects of reality while simultaneously being within yourself in the magic. Now, when you rest inside of the magic within yourself while focusing your mind on positive aspects of your experience versus negative aspects of your experience, you are transforming this energy and projecting it out into reality like a beacon. And what it does is it, in a certain sense, attracts. I don't really look at it as attraction. I kind of look at it more as shifting, but that's not really relevant right now. Obviously, I got a lot to say. I'm going to try not to make this confusing. I'm going to try to, I guess I'll make this video 2 parts. So I'll get to that in a second about what it's going to come up in the next video because I didn't realize it's already 14 minutes. Blah, 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 blah. So this energy, there's a huge part of our collective that's doing this right now. That collective energy is so powerful. When a bunch of people are generating a certain kind of energy, sorry guys, the lights just went out. Now the entertainment is going to be just listening. When a certain amount of people go into that energy, it ends up shifting drastically on our planet for many people. So this opportunity comes in for massive amounts of people who aren't even necessarily tuned to that. Now you can see this as an example that if you're hearing this video, it's likely that you resonate with certain topics and ideas that the majority of reality doesn't necessarily think is real. Okay, it's just throwing that out there. That's what I've experienced in my life. Most people do not think that what I'm talking about or experiencing is real. I'm okay with this. But I can see them experiencing their own story of reality, which to me is not real. It is the same kind of not real. It's a story. Everybody's living in their own story, and everybody thinks that what they're experiencing is real and truth. And yet we're all experiencing a totally different experience of, quote unquote, the same thing that is giving us so many opportunities and infinite potential to be able to experience whoever we are in whatever way that story unfolds in a way that makes sense for us individually. Do you not see how amazing that is, that all of us are able to experience our own unique stories? Now, just because millions and millions of people get together and say and decide that this story is more real doesn't actually make it more real. It doesn't, right? If your teacher asks in class, what's 2 plus 2? Is it 4 or is it 7? If 98% of kids in your class raise their hand and say that it's 7, that doesn't mean that that's the truth. It just means that the majority is agreeing with that hallucination versus the other, right? So this is the idea to really wrap our hearts around, is that you can experience anything. And I know that it's true because I've experienced crystals giving me the ability to shift through dimensions and have real metaphysical superpowers. I've literally experienced that, not just imagined it, but I've used my imagination to create that experience as a reality, right? I've experienced actual ET contact. I've experienced things that I could not even articulate. And when I've tried to share it with certain people in my family, they're like, hey, Nathan needs some help. Now, I have a feeling you guys have probably experienced this too. And all it is an applause and an homage to the true power that you really are. The stories that we are creating through our imagination, through our focus, through this attraction mechanic that works in our reality is absolutely incredible. We are experiencing very, very, very powerful stuff. But all that stuff that happens in our lives, all of it is coming from within you. The real power that you actually are. The real power that you actually are allows all of these powerful experience, because that's how powerful it is. It's manifesting all of those for you. It's allowing all of it to take place in whatever way that you choose, because it's your story, your life. Now, how do we come back now to the conversation of ET contact is expanding right now on the planet? Why it's expanding is because a huge portion of the the collective is starting to realize that there actually is ET stuff going on. You've probably seen in the news, the government has even released certain footage of real UFO stuff. So it's all trickling out. The information is there. There's tons of whistleblowers. There's tons of evidence. The information is there. It's just that still there's a lot of people choosing not to look at that, because that's not the story they want to experience. So why would they look at that information? Most people are only looking at what they want to see and refuse to see anything other than that. It's a human characteristic that we all seem to kind of navigate for the majority of our lives. People just want to see what they already see. They don't want to see something that contradicts what they currently believe. People want to fuel what they believe, not what they don't believe. So what ends up happening is there's still this evidence is trickling out, but that's a reflection of your consciousness, that power within you, that you know it's real, that you know it's happening, that you feel it, that these experiences are real. They are. And so you're seeing the collective now starting to having more evidence being presented. Now, this is causing a huge shift in reality that is bringing in massive waves of ET contact. It is highly likely that soon, within the next 10 years or so, we will experience actual physical contact as a collective society, that it will just be widely accepted. It will be the new norm. There's a high potential for that. I'm not saying that is what's going to happen. The truth is that I can't tell you that for sure, because that's up to you. It's up to your own vibrational resonance within you of what do you choose to experience with the power inside of yourself. What are you going to choose? Are you going to choose to live in a world with ET contact? Are you going to choose to live in a world where crystals have magic powers? Are you going to choose to live in a world where you think you have to go to 9-to-5 job every single day and be like everybody else? Are you going to choose to live in a world where money is the most important thing? Are you going to choose to live in a world where you are unconditionally loved by a very special person that's come into your life? You see what I'm saying? It all comes back to you. You are that incredible power. Now, I honestly have a lot more to say about this. So I'll see you guys for the next part of this video in about 2 days from now. So just keep your eye out. It'll have a similar title. You'll see on the thumbnail, it says part 2. If you're seeing this video later on, you can see that tagged below in the description. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks for liking this video if you liked it. And thanks for subscribing. And know and feel that this power right now in this moment, it's happening right now, is so incredible that you can experience any dimension of yourself, any direction that you choose. So who are you being from within, and what are you focusing on in your without self? The without, the physical, the mind. What are you focusing on while simultaneously being from within? Because if you can align both the heart and mind on the same energy, you're going to experience something very incredible, and it's you. Thanks so much, guys. Much love to you. I'll see you for the next video.